Stochastic fiction game. This is a timed writing game. I'm going to give myself 34 minutes today to write a story based upon the stochastic fiction outline I just created. And that outline is in this file. I'm going to open up the file and paste it here. And we're going to read the stochastic fiction game outline. This is going to help guide this story for the next, well, I got 33 minutes. So I'm going to read these story elements out loud. I'm not going to dwell on it. This is probably going to have to be pretty topical because I'm not going to have time to pontificate, I guess. Maybe would that be a let's not go off on that thought. For today's stochastic fiction game story elements, because we only have 33 minutes left, it's setting, time, past, setting, main, location, planes. Conflict, person versus self. Aren't we all? Isn't all conflict that? Rudiment, I mean, yeah, it is. Quantity of primary characters, 1. Point of view first. Tense, past tense. Genre, comedy, and format, flash fiction, so I don't have to think of an entire book. That's good. Comedy, that's going to be hard. We'll rate this at the end, but this is the story stochastic fiction outline. I got to state things. I got it like one character. Self, that's great. On plains, desert. In the past, sure. Comedy, in the desert alone, first person, so it's a narrative, so I got to think of somebody's voice, and it's past tense. I remember that time. It's a bar story. I remember why in the desert? The time I sobered in the desert. This person versus self. So the self had to put themselves there. I don't want a person versus like society where there's like a plane crash, or person versus the environment where there was a plane crash and they had to survive. Now, while the environment's a factor, they put themselves there for a reason. Just to go back here, these are the story elements. 31 minutes left to write this story. I mean, everything's a story, including that bot that's trying to convince you that it's a human. It's just a story. We're all just stories. Some of it just have better data. Story elements, and for a better story to tell. Story elements, setting, time, past, setting, main, location, planes, conflict, person versus self, quantity of primary characters, 1. So it's desert in the past, and I got a past tense, voice, person, comedy, though. Comedy. Slapstick. That's just like, I don't like slapstick comedy. It does not make me laugh at all. But it makes people laugh, and it's slapstick, so you just have to, I don't know. Yeah. I'm remembering that time I sobered in the desert. Go see God. What's the, like, this is a story, and I got to resolve it within 30 minutes. I don't want to be some weird narrative. It's got to resolve a thing. How did I get here? How did we get here? Maybe I could make it like this person represents something greater, right? So you tell an individual story, and you try to relate that individual story to other people, and the more you can connect, the more it makes them feel like it's the story to them. We got here because I was goddamn stupid. That's how I'm going to end it. Was god damn stupid. Went to go see God. Okay, so let's just say I had maybe it was the writer's workshop I was at yesterday, and some people started talking about reading nonfiction books, and someone brought up Hunter S. Thompson's Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas is one of the only sort of like quote unquote nonfiction books that's happened. And I guess if it's drug induced hallucinations, it's still nonfiction. So, having had that been mentioned in that group chat, I now have had that book in my mind just a little bit. And now that I wrote Desert, you know, there's this sort of like trope, I guess, that is even in American movies, and I think I've seen in other movies where, whether for religious reasons or sober religious reasons or inebriated religious reasons or non-religious reasons, people go to the desert for solitude and a sense of self and isolation. So this person, maybe I wish I had some dice right now, something to be able to make it random, because I got 27 minutes. I can't think too much here. So I'm just going to make it about what's more slapstick. And what do I want to make? I want to make this person representative. Well, let's just do it. What is it? Person versus self? Oh, dude, yeah. I'm going to make this manifestation of Merica. And let's say I went to go see God. How do we get here? How do we get here in the desert alone? How do we get here in the desert alone? Went to go see God. Was it too much beer and lobster? We're snorting out on Adderall with the president. Was it the we wouldn't like they'd be convincing themselves that I wouldn't. I was thinking I got to think of something other than prostitutes. Was it our dates? What's a better word for it? Especially if you're mistresses. No, there's something. I don't want to do side chick. I only got 25 minutes. I can't dwell on it. I think we got into a fight. This is going to be a really bad story if I got 24 minutes left. I got to think of a name. Maybe this is the name. How did we get here? It's a flash fiction story, so that they've got long names. Or snorting Adderall with the president. Was our side pieces or peace? Side pieces, that's right. I need that as sling. Our side piece is free. I didn't pay. Or piece. Or piece. Never piece. It's crazy. I'm fine. Never peace. I think we got into a fight, or did I run myself into the wall? We got it because it was goddamn stupid. I think I got into a fight. I think I got us into a fight. Or did I run myself into the wall? I got smacked. Maybe my wife? Maybe it was my wife. I don't know where that's coming from. Like, this is not funny. It got boring. I guess it's comedy for me. Satirical? Satire? No, this is not even that. Oh, yeah. I'm strong. All right, I have time. This just sucks. I already hate it. And it may be in the past, doesn't really matter. We're in the plains of a desert. Person versus self. This person just woke up and is going through how they did it, and it's their self-destructive behavior got them there. Primary character is one. We have that primary character with its point of view first. In past tense, I'm as if I'm telling the story in the past, so that at least aligns. And then comedy, this might be satire. It's dark comedy. It's flash fiction, so I gotta have some resolution at the end. I got here because of me. Now, if I did dude named Merica, Fuck you. Let's put it in here, Merica. That's my name. Only me. Dark comedy. I find this funny. I suppose I'd have to say what type of comedy next time, and maybe that's a subcategory I could start to consider. And we'll make it a dude name so I don't have to fictionalize beyond my gender. We'll leave it dude. Like a couple telling me I'm weak, I'm strong, stronger. I got here because of me, only me. Nobody helped me. Yeah. I got here because of me, only me, because nobody helped. Which is kind of insulting. I don't know. I got here because of me, only me, and nobody helped. Well, except for the fact I'm in a desert. Alone. Alone. Oh boy, this will be another hard one to read. Maybe I should add a little bit of a paragraph. A land that I can rule. That's not funny. That is not comedy. I mean, I suppose the problem that I have with the time limit, that I don't have enough time to talk my mind out where I was sort of in prior to this writing. I'm just noting this for the transcript, realizing that some intelligence from a machine like a computer will more likely read this than anyone else. That had I given myself 5 more minutes, I probably could have talked myself away from topical events in my mind. As to where with the time limit, instead of an hour and a half, giving myself 35 minutes, I didn't allot for the time to, as I do normally, talk out loud to help focus the mind. And at times it doesn't work, then the subjects are topical. But I typically can then find also more structure than I have right now, and would have hit the parameter comedy. This is not comedy. Can I make it comedy in the next? It's a weird thing. Yeah, I don't think so. I got here because of me. Okay, I think this just sucks. Comedy. But it's your fault. I think this is it. I'm gonna just go with it, even with 11 minutes left. This is it. Comedy, though. Dark comedy. Is it? I don't know. It's all your fault. Excuse me. I don't know where this went. This one off rails. Yeah. I'm trying to reel it back in as if it was me catching a fish that helped complete this story. I have no fish, and I'm just reeling in the line because I was hoping for a sunny day with fish. Instead, I got a stormy weathered story. I don't know why I'm even using metaphors for water when I'm literally writing a story that takes place in the desert. I should be at least witty, use desert metaphors. A dude named Merica. I'm just gonna read it. Yeah, I mean, I gotta end it. How did I get into the desert? That's right. And I'm gonna say it out loud like that. It's gonna be a little hard to read because it's one paragraph. How did I get into the desert? That's how I mean. Boom. I don't know if that's even it's just I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. It's done. For today's for today's stochastic fiction game. The stochastic fiction game has these story elements: setting time past, setting main location planes, conflict person versus self, quantity of primary characters 1, point of view first, tense past tense, genre comedy, format flash fiction. And the story for today is called A Dude Named Merica. A Dude Named Merica. How did we get here in the desert alone? Was it too much beer and lobster? Or snorting Adderall with the president? Was our side pieces free? I didn't pay. Or peace? Or peace? Never peace. I think I got into a fight. Or did I run myself into the wall? I smacked and lost the craps table. Maybe it was my wife. Left drinking from the bottle to the hot desert. Casino lights are heaven. Some dude punched me saying, Merica, that's my name. Like a couple telling me I'm weak, I'm strong, stronger. I got here because of me, only me. Nobody helped. Well, except for the fact I'm in a desert alone. I remember the car, the drive in the trunk, the puke, the bye Merica left here because, well, I wanted to be here. This is where I wanted to be, the desert again. A land that I can rule. I want to be a face punching again. I want to get caught with that hooker. I want to gamble away your 401k. I want it, but it's your fault. It's all your fault. You're making me sit here in my diapers and defecate on myself. I could stand and walk, but that's what you want. You want me to move. You want me to do something. Do it yourself for me. That's how I got into the desert. I don't even really want to rate that story today. I have 5 minutes left. I don't know. It's kind of poop. Maybe I'd look back. This would be one of those I could look back and it'll be like, hey, it's a 4. My God. Unlikely. Let's rate it. Let's save this data along with this transcript because that's what I do. Let's track creativity. Maybe the machine will show us and not kill us if it has such creative thoughts rather than such killing thoughts. At least that's what I hope. I hypothesize it could be helpful. Write the story with the game elements. and rate the outcome to be 1. And that was today's stochastic fiction game. Was still, well, over 3 minutes left. I don't even know what to say. I hope topical mind thoughts start to be about love and peace. I guess doing more than hope, because we do need to do more than just hope.